Totally up to you guys. My friends just left me and I didn't know where they were, so I dipped out. Oh my god. I will. Well, you guys will only get one because you guys are either full or one away from being full. I was gonna say I'll max out inspiration if we get Rick's and the normal. Forever, forever too soon. I say things. Yes, queen. Hog and dolls. Yeah, Rick stayed back to watch the bodies and the office. To keep what? Good is a subjective word. I said good is a subjective word. Rolvander. Tuna! Get it, Tuna. He's like, that's par for the course. Yeah, that tracks. I like that. Yes, yes. That's not what I call myself, but it will be now. Thank you for that. Um, and was it just Jacobs, or because I thought Contagious was being observant as well? Well, not observant, but just let her do her thing. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Very, very solid recap. I'm always so proud when players like take amazing notes because that's how I am as a player, and it makes me happy. And I will try and always remember to like put it in Discord so you don't have to like spell it how it sounds because then it's worse than it actually is. Whoa. Whoa. Well done. Well done. Very solid recap. Okay. Oh. Are we running what? Yeah. So you guys have rested. I was going to say you guys, are all in the office. You had made sure that the bodies were accounted for. I don't believe there was a watch order. I think we just locked the door and called it a night. Yeah. Um, I think it was, yeah, I think it was Jacos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me give you the results.
Get in there.
Mm-hmm. And so we can start with that. Uh, what? Look at Awen over here being observant.
I'm getting lit the fuck up.
I like that Beak is observant as well. Uh, it's me IRL all the time. And I have it bite me in the ass because my daughter is just like me. I'll be talking or doing something, and she'll come over. Who are you talking about with da 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 da? And I'm like, why do you know this? Well, I'm just like, and she'll tell me, Dad says I'm just like you, and I'm just like, you fucking assholes. Um, it's my karma. Um, but yes, you guys have all rested. Um, some of you just giving way to sheer exhaustion, whether it be a physical exhaustion or a mental and emotional exhaustion. It's been a very long couple of days for you guys. But you're able to
Yeah.
find some peace, or at least a semblance of it, as you all gain the benefits of a long rest in the quiet walls of the office of Malikos. Um, with the curtains drawn, there are little tiny rays of sunlight that kind of peek in from under or between the curtains, casting a dim illumination within the room. And you can hear the sounds of Red Blarch coming to life outside. The day is yours. How would you like to begin?
Okay. Yeah, get in there.
I freaking love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're at the north. They're at North Bunker. North.
I think Rick might be the only one who's like, I'm still asleep,
Yeah,
if that.
North Bunker.
Hey.
Caspian Spade. Okay. Did he take it?
Yeah, 4 hours. So if you wanted to do your 4 hour meditation and then be up the rest of the evening, but the same does also go for Awen. So if that lined
Oh
up
yeah, he did.
for you guys, it's entirely up to how you guys want to play it.
Yeah.
If you guys want to rollies for it and roll a flat d20 to see who wakes up first, you guys can do it that way.
Yeah, probably best. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So you do need the full then. That's right. I was thinking, yeah, yeah. For some reason, I forgot the half part.
Oh yeah, huge. Oh, okay.
13. Oh, y'all wake up at the same time. No, just kidding. Oh, okay. You have to get a natural 20, Jacos.
Huh?
Womp womp.
Oh, the Warlock?
You know what though? This is balance. You guys meet in the middle, and then we get both ends of the spectrum, like 1 degree. Like, yeah. They are multiplying. If you're not careful, he will lose control. Good recovery. I respect it. Ayy. I'm loving it. This is a blast.
Alright, so first wave. This.
IRL.
Yeah, I got one too. Yeah, you got your shit moved, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got
It's a recurring
yeah, I
theme.
got my fucking Dragon Slayer too, baby. Get that crit.
My gods. Yep. They could never take our freedom. Absolutely. While you're rolling, I just need to throw out there, I kind of like half expected Jacobs to be the first one up and like just kind of like creepy, like not creepy, but like kind of like a kid waiting for their parents to wake up, like just like inches from your face, watching, like waiting for you to wake up. Oh my god, that's terrifying. I'm officially uncomfortable with your character now. 23, very solid. There is nothing misleading in what it is that he's saying. Very, very sincere. Uh, I feel like that is going to be more of a character way to answer because I don't want to answer it and give away too much. But the short answer is yes. Obviously, there are very drastic differences. But you are not getting the impression that this is some kind of like doppelganger or changeling who's like snuck in the middle of the night and like traded places or anything like that. Not a bad idea. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Cass, but it's I think I would kind of compare it, and this is not saying that they're barbarian, but it's almost like when a barbarian rages and they can take on like a little bit of a different form. It's you get that kind of feeling from it. I think is a good way to put it. Would you say that's fair, Jacobs? Okay. Yes.
Yeah, where'd you go?
And
Guys, where'd
Contagious
you
is
go?
just poking still. Well, he looks very hot. Look at all that sweat. I wasn't ready.
Good for you.
Ready? Like there were so many levels of just greatness to that. Like,
There you go.
sorry, I'm trying to get it together.
Fox, I mean, not Fox. Tweaks is really upset with this.
Still just
Damn, bro. Holy fuck.
I love that you guys are just on that with the tower rolls. Thank you.
Damn, bro. Well, nobody died.
I like that a lot, by the way. Hi, cochino.
He said, "That's right."
So he wants you to smother him. Smother me, daddy. Sorry. Ow.
Do it.
Can they hear us? Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. As long as they can't hear the shit that flies out of my face hole, I'm good. What? Not who, but what? Yeah. Like when you were trying to talk to the workers at the stoneworks? That was amazing. Chickens lay eggs. Why are you the rooster? Not a direct quote, but close enough. Still one of my favorite moments so far. Yeah. Without contacts, that sounds very weird. Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Same.
Bone Daddy.
Yeah.
No, you sit in it.
Oops. Alright.
It's a good segue. I think something that, I mean, you would have heard the term in passing with any kind of like interactions with others, but I think she would, and it's entirely up to you, but I think something like a holy healer or a shaman or something like that would be more on
Yeah,
par,
nice fucking
but
fat
it's
ass.
entirely up to you.
Oh, he.
It's not something that would be unfamiliar. Meow. No. No. We'll give him a minute. There he is. Ugh. Stupid Discord. Going through the papers, there aren't any symbols that match the one on the pendant or what you remember from the journal of the necromancer. Um, if you would like to, okay. Go ahead and anyone who's investigating and checking these out, go ahead and give me an insight check, please. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I will take care of that. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we have, let me move that, 12 plus 16, 13, and 15. Okay. So as you are kind of searching these, yeah, mm-mm. Neither would Denali. It's okay. I'll just try and listen better. um, what's hard? Nice. I should have expected that. Let's be real. We should have all seen that one coming. I did. I did. Yeah. You are a child. Yes, the helperts. Yes. So as you guys are kind of scouring these pages looking for any kind of signs, and do you guys have the drawing? Because I believe it was Awen who had drawn the sigil from the Necromancer's Cave. Do you have that drawing out as well? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. The Elemental Eye.
Oh, Skyline.
Okay. Okay. Um, Contagious, I need a history check, please. So you do see that symbol, the triangle, or not the triangle, but yeah, the triangle with the line going up. Oh, oh, we're inspiring that. Okay, cool. Good call. Okay, I'm gonna pull you down in just a minute. Um, you do see that in Maliko's journal, and there are some commonalities between the two journals, not necessarily in what is written and discussed about, but they become a bit more frantic, more rushed, I guess, in the writing and more sloppy, more hastily written throughout the journal. Um, with Maliko's journal, you guys rolled well enough that you can see that this is almost like somebody who's writing things down before they forget, almost like they're on a high and trying to write down information and things. With Jen's journal, you get that same kind of franticness to it, but it's a very different feel. You see is like the indentations from the pen actually gets deeper and almost begins to like carve out in some of the places on the pages. And this is more giving the feel of like a downward spiral. Somebody who is at their wits' end, clutching and grasping onto any bit of sanity that they can. I don't want to say like the ramblings of a madman, but it gives that kind of vibe. Contagious and I will be right back. Bye. If it'll let me drag. Ah, we'll be back. Hi. I as you guys are looking over all of this, what is everybody's passive? I think everybody's passive is good enough. Okay, 15, definitely good enough. 13, that'll do. And then Rick, 13, okay. Uh, you guys notice that for a brief moment, as Contagious is kind of looking over these things with you, he almost freezes in place. Breath kind of catching in his throat, eyes kind of glossing over a little as he seems stuck in this moment of time. And as he kind of snaps out of it and comes back into the moment, sweat has started to bead on his brow. Go ahead and roll insight. Sweat Brothers. I hate it. Specifically what? Okay.
Oh, we can
Yes,
roll.
please. Okay. And I'll let you guys role play some of this as well. Pulling a Rick. Oh my God. So slutty. Why that's so slutty. Um, so with the 22, you would notice that whatever triggered this was something on the recreation of the four sigils together. Um, and there is a sense of fear, I think, um, or shock, kind of coupled with recognition. I think is a good way to put that. See something, say something. Sorry. No.
The warlock usually know you're evil. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm rolling this stuff.
Give me a history check.
Yeah, we fighting? Where we go?
Aye.
Oh no.
Uh, it's no. You don't recognize any of them.
Hey, oh no. Oh shit.
I feel.
You fucking
Go ahead.
bitch. Alright, there we go. That was easy.
No, go on. There's like an ominous cloud that rolls in, and you just hear like a rumble of thunder, which is the dice. It's, yeah, rumble guts. Ew. I'm giving you an inspiration for that. You will not understand it now, but one day it will come to light, and like it, I just that's amazing. I needed some air, and that's just one of my own. Like it just amused me, and it's once things like piece together, yeah, yeah. But the irony of it is just, I know it was accidental, but well done. Accidents can be great sometimes. Yay! What? We'll say there's a couple like stone slabs kind of outside and around like the sides of the Stoneworks building.
Yeah, fuck it. In the wind, baby.
That's the first.
Yeah. That's skimboard rifle. But they have the black rose. Yeah, because they already showed, they already teased next season on the team's gonna be Noxus and shit. So it might be I just imagine both of you on your backs like kicking the table, but for some reason my mind went to you like pushing it further into the wall so it's not actually going anywhere. Sorry. I know, but that's where my mind went. Okay, so you guys together are able to successfully move the desk. Uh, who's looking in? yeah. Oh, yeah, get that thing. Hold advantage.
I mean, you could just leave him here if you wanted. Y'all are wiling out. Why stop now? Accept this, maybe.
Yeah, there it is. No balls. Come on, Malphite. Pussy.
Well, yeah, but his body's been like cut up and stuff.
They might.
Uh, yeah, yeah. There were no. What was that? No, because once they're dead, they become an object rather than a person, mechanically speaking. Yeah. Um.
On what? Oh, yeah, speakeasy demon.
But again, it does become an object after they're dead. Um. That's one of those gray areas.
Oh, okay.
Roll a d100 for me, please. Yeah. 82. Okay. Um, I'll say that if somebody wanted to attempt to mend it, it could potentially work. Just because in this case, as I stated, like once they're dead, they technically become an object. It will not completely negate it, but I think I would flavor it to where, you're able to like close up the wound and it looks more like a scar than something carved into them. I think that's, yeah. Um, okay. So we're mending those. Yes.
Straight work is good. Straight's really strong on them.
Uh, so as you guys go to pull out the bodies, by the way, just set the tone a little bit. The bodies are stiff and the faces are pallid. The air is heavy with a sour tang of decay. There are dark stains that have started to kind of pool out from where each corpse was laying. And the rigidity of the limbs indicate that rigor mortis has set in. There's a faint discoloration that spreads throughout the exposed parts of the body, and you see that the coloration has changed drastically from what it was in life. And with Jacos, you were the one who had opened and went to retrieve them initially, correct? Give me a quick Constitution saving throw, please.
Thank you.
No, 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 you're good. No, you're good. Because I was going to do it if they had failed their saving throw. Um, the scent punches you in the face, and it almost seems as though it has like stained your nostrils. Um, but you're able to maintain your composure and quickly set about retrieving the bodies.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're -1.
Oh yeah, Crick Garrett is gross.
All right. So are we wanting to snag a cart? Or are we wanting to go to Wagon Works with Ass Dan the Ass Man? I mean, they may haunt you. No, I don't remember who it was. I think Rick had asked, but had been told that the carts were at the quarries so that they could fill and bring back more materials. I know.
Yeah, Force of Nature would be good. It gives you movement speed too. The man's plate.
Okay. So, Contagious, you are going to go speak to Kalisa, and everybody else is going to stay and pull up and mend the bodies and all that good stuff? Okie doke. Okay.
Oh,
Contagious, as you enter the swinging sword, uh, you see that there is uh, a sense of determination on Kalisa's face as she looks up to you. She's got some bags under her eyes, looks very, very tired, like she has been up thinking all night. Um, and her fist kind of softens. Her face kind of softens as she looks up and realizes that it is you that's walked in. Um, and looking over her shoulders real quick would ask, "Have you found anything else out?" Give me a quick perception check. Immediately no. Immediately no.
oh my god.
Okay, then no, you don't need to roll. Hmm. Uh, Actually, you're in luck. I do. We just had some provisions delivered. Give me 5 minutes or so to finish unloading the cart, and you can. Okay. And she'll take you out back. You guys would kind of be like over here on the map area, and you see that Galita and another male are. It's not cheating if there's no commitment. Are unloading some boxes and carrying them inside.
Chills for you.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
their eyes watch you as you come out with Kalisa, but you guys are able to make quick work of unloading the cart. Um, she would tell you that you can use this for the better part of 4 days. Um, you'll need to feed Michael, the ox. Um, yes, now we must protect it and keep it at all costs. Yes. He
Chill balls.
doesn't take much maintenance, but will eat as much as you'll give him. Don't let him con you into overfeeding him, then he becomes rather useless, she says as she kind of like pats him on the haunches and smiles a bit. Do you just need it to take them from where they are to the shrine? Or will you need it beyond that? Absolutely. We don't have to have him back for, like I said, 4 days. And then from there, he'll need to get back to his normal day job.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. Do you have experience with stubborn beasts like this? You should be okay. This one is slightly stubborn, but one of the more gentler that I've encountered in my time. You should be fine. For shits and giggles, give me an animal handling check, please.
Yeah.
Better than a negative.
Hell yeah.
Solid. Okay, so as are loving on Michael. I don't like the way that sounds. That's not how I meant it. I'm sorry. This is not another Frank moment. Yeah, Frank and Kalisa both. Yep. I love how that's just canon now. Frank's just peering out from behind like one of the corners of the building, glaring. Um, he kind of nuzzles his face into you and gives one of those, not like a horse, but like oxen do. You are good to go. Beautiful. Okay. And you see that there are a number of people throughout what you can see of Red Larch altogether, kind of scattered throughout. In total, you've seen, comings and goings of close to 40 to 50 people during your time walking to the Swinging Sword and then taking Michael back to Malikos.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, he's a monster. Baker. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, there's not anything that is with the cart. This is just your traditional cargo cart. It's an open back, just like a bucket on wheels, essentially. Buckboard, all that good stuff. Um, there's a jacket that was hanging on the wall. You guys have the robes that you grabbed from down below. And then, like, your bedding.
Oh my god.
Ooh, the bag. The bag. I like it. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Oh, you definitely catch it.
I'm honoring Malphite. Malphite and Thresh. Yeah, I don't like eating.
All right.
You're fucking wild.
I assume Contagious, you're driving.
You want to?
Okay.
You want to?
Ballin'. Beautiful. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to import something really quick. Once you guys are there, are you guys just going to drop the bodies? Are you guys saying to pay respects? What is the plan from there? Okay. Okay. Cass, I will take care of that in a little bit, hun. Okay, dokie. Okay. So as you guys make your way to the All-Face Shrine, you guys see that the priest is still there. Imdar is there, along with a shorter, stout woman, um, golden hair and two braids down over her shoulders. Little button nose, kind of a pudgy face, but very soft, gentle, kind features. Um, how are you? Are you guys just bringing them right in? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. As you walk in, she gives a soft smile. Hello, darling. Welcome to the All Face Shrine. Aye, he certainly is. Sorry. That was the DM. She doesn't say that. That's not her. That was me. I'm so sorry.
My wife shaved her dick with that fucking heel. I ain't dead though. Go.
Yes, he did mention something about some of your companions had fallen to the ill will of some bandits or something along those lines. I'm sorry for your loss. Um,
Yeah, you want red and blue when you're fighting.
well, we can take them around back. There's a small area where we can bury some of our own that we've lost. If I recall correctly, he said there were two. We have a third, but you'll be taking him somewhere else.
Don't cause flash, but I'm fucking on watching.
Ah, yes, she'll kind of guide you towards the back, and there is a little door off to the side that would bring you out. And essentially, I'm going to draw on this map. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Right back here in this area. That's where we'll do the burial. But with do they serve any specific gods or have any last rites that you know they wanted done? Yeah, it's entirely up to you guys. You come back, they're all gone.
Alright, I heal you. I shield you. I heal you.
Do they need to be cleaned or anything of that sort? Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you,
Then we
Terry,
can bring them in here and
oh my god.
we can take them up to the altar area
Here
and get them cleaned and prepared there, and then we'll take them out to the back and give them their last rites. And when she kind of shows you the area out in the back, you do see that the Imdar is back there. And there are some freshly dug graves. And he's kind of setting up some stuff, looks like oils and herbs and things of that sort. Very much looks as though he's preparing for the arrival of your companions. Oh, and there are about 10-15 people that are in here as well. Kind of off to different sides. Some of them are sitting on the pews. They all seem to be in prayer or meditation of sorts. A couple of them do kind of look up quietly as you enter and as this is all taking place. But none of them speak or say anything. Okay. I'm glad you said that, Rick. I believe it's Spare the Dying is, yeah. But I think Gentle Repose, I think, is level 2, right? Let's see. Yeah. Um, and she would ask, and as you guys are all together, she would introduce herself. My name is Lemira. Was your friend that you're taken with you, do they need to be preserved and protected in any way?
Oh, look at that fucking
Aye.
sun, baby.
Bring them in too, please. We'll get him taken care of as we do the preparations of the others.
I'm afraid.
So as you guys bring the bodies in, I'm assuming still having them covered for
5 man.
privacy and respect reasons. There's a space, a large space behind where the altar and the pedestal is, or the pulpit. And it's kind of like a thin mat almost that's, pretty big, big enough for multiple bodies. And as you guys lay them down, she would ask you which one needed to be preserved. And she would approach Bodhi's body and pull back the covering on him just down to just about under his clavicle, and begin saying a soft prayer. You can hear what is being said, but it's indiscernible because she's speaking so softly. And as she is saying this, she is clutching a necklace that hangs down over her garbs and has her hand kind of raised like this and is slowly and gently kind of grazing her fingers over his hair and his exposed skin. And you watch as a soft violet light begins to emanate from her hands. and kind of cast a glow over that kind of radiates throughout the entirety of his being. And it gets kind of absorbed into his skin. And it takes on not quite a waxy texture, but it looks waxy is the only word I can think of. It has that same kind of feel to it, almost like a silicone protection of sorts. Um, Before leaning forward and kissing the forehead and covering him once more. Um, mhm. Go ahead, and I feel like with who and what you are, I think it would be pretty obvious. If you want to do an Arcana check just to like confirm that, you can.
No, you don't. No. I'm with it.
Yeah, I think because like I said, because of what you are and being very capable in that aspect, that it is
Oh,
uh,
sure.
very obvious that it is magical. Um,
As word. I'll die for that every time.
okay, perfect. And she's not even going to roll to see if she catches that. She's very focused on what it is that she is doing. And as she covers him again, she would turn to you guys. I'm quite sorry for the loss you've endured. Uh, your friend will be good for a bit for travel, so you can return him home. You can take him now or wait until the completion of the burial of the other two. And then she will quickly set to work on Jen and Septus's bodies, one at a time, pulling back the coverings, the robes, or whatever it is that you've used to cover them. Um, and she will get up and go over to the pulpit, which has an opening on the backside, a little alcove. And she comes back to the body. She's got some oils in her hands and some powders and everything. Um, and she pulls a cloth out from her pocket and begins to not douse it, but sprinkle some of the oil on this, and begins to almost like anointing the body, essentially, one by one. Um, and as she does, she is saying a soft prayer, and it's still, you can't make out everything that's being said. Um, she prays specifically to her god. Let me just double check. Asune, yes. So you do hear. Um, no, this is a white cloth. Um, so you hear the name Sune um, spoken during both prayers, but also it's essentially to any gods that this person followed or walked with, guide them safely from this life into the next. Um, take them in your grace and your arms, protect them, keep them safe, stay with their loved ones, all that kind of stuff. There is a bit of sprinkling of some of the powders, head to toe, um, and she has a little jar, and she pulls out a sprig of some kind of herb before opening the mouth and placing a bit of that into it and closing it, leaning forward, kissing the forehead, covering them again, and goes through this with both bodies. Um, Upon the completion of that, she will ask for your guys' help to take the bodies out back to meet Imdar, where they can be laid to rest. Um, Beautiful. And if I'm going too fast, if you guys feel like you're missing anything, let me know. I'm just kind of trying to streamline so that way we get like the feel, but don't take like the whole session doing it. Okay, cool. Um, okay, perfect. Okay, cool. As you guys carry the bodies out, and by the way, all of the people who had been praying when you guys had entered the building, as these rituals begin, the shrine falls silent. Um, all of the praying has stopped, and there's a very solemn feel that begins to fill the air. Um, oh, excuse me. So as you guys take them out, you can hear that once the bodies are through, like they've crossed that threshold to step outside, you can hear some of the prayers pick up again. Um, Taking them out back, Imdar greets you with a soft smile and gentle nod. Um, they will go through the process of setting the bodies down into the graves that have been dug, and ask if is there anything you'd like to say before we do the last rites and burial? Anything you'd like to wish them before we send them off? Okay. Absolutely. Okay. With that, a prayer is said. Imdar leads this. Um, no specific god is mentioned, as you guys had shared that you are not aware of any specific deity that they followed. So it's more of an in general prayer to whatever god or gods they follow. Um, as some of the powders that they have are kind of sprinkled over the corpses once more. A splash of another oil or liquid, it looks to be an oil, is kind of splashed onto the foreheads of the bodies, almost like holy water. Um, and then they go to quickly cover them in the dirt. Um, Upon the completion of that, both of them will give condolences to you guys. Thank you for entrusting them to see your friends off and wish you luck with returning your other friends home to their people. Player message. Look ransacked. Okay. Very, very good to know. Um, as the last bit of dirt is being thrown over the graves, there's a gentle breeze that wafts by, um, kind of pricking the hairs on the back of your necks as it rustles the leaves of the tree before you. I think Limura would let you guys know that if you're unable to find your friends, loved ones, or change your minds, we'll be here and be able to offer them the same respects that we've given these two. Of course. Beautiful. And there is a bowl too. It'll be on the left as you're walking out. Um, and there is a very hearty clanging and then like almost like when the coin spins kind of thing before settling. And it kind of echoes slightly throughout the All-Face Shrine. Almost like a gong.
I think I'm missing one or two gas systems.
Valavos. Beautiful. Uh, go ahead. Okay. Well, at Valavos, you guys will basically, and of course, it's not going to have like everything and then some. You know that they've got pretty limited stock, but that'll pretty much be covered because you guys saved their kid. Um, do. Let me double check. Depending on what it is that you're wanting to get from, like if you guys were to go to, oh my God, what was it called? The, yeah, yeah, the Tantor Smithy. That's not what I wanted. Will kind of vary.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Okay. So specifically, I know you guys were wanting some potions of healing. So let's see. We're gonna see how many it is that they got. Okay. Was there anything else you guys were gonna try and procure from Balavo specifically?
Price? Probably.
Uh, they they will not have that at Valavos. This is more of like a general goods store. But he would tell you, yeah, he would tell you that Tantor would be able to take care of you there. And you may be able to get a discount potentially, depending on his mood and how the day is going for him so far. If you let him know that Valavo sent you over. Uh, okay. And they don't have a whole lot of new stock, but they do have 4 potions of healing, which they will gladly hand to you guys. So do you guys want those all in one? Do you want one in each? Wall liquor. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Alright, so I'm going to put a potion of healing. Um, do, 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 do. There we go. Been nice. This suit is black nut. Jarrett would be very excited. He would ask if you guys are ready for your, and he's a child. Obviously, like Valavos sees that something is going on, that, you know, the air is very heavy. He's an intelligent man, and you guys see as he looks over the new face and the lack of familiar faces, that there's an understanding with him. But Garrett is a child, and kids are dumb, and completely oblivious. He wants to know: are we gonna do our tree climbing events? Where are your other friends? How come you guys aren't more excited? Aren't we gonna climb trees? I'm gonna beat you. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, people.
He just beams and will say, "Okay, I've been practicing. I hope you're practicing too." Um, oh boy. Okay. Um, oh man, so unlucky. Okay. And then with Tantour, with the smithy, you were just wanting like a chest plate. What is it that you were looking for specifically?
Oh my god. Is that a new item? What is that?
So as a cleric,
Organized? Amazing.
so you can do scale mail as a cleric. You can do. I'm sorry, I'm trying to bring stuff up to get pricing and stuff. Um, expensive, yeah, yeah. Medium armor.
Yeah, make it.
Let's see. So you can have medium armor. Yeah. Yeah, the best that would not impose disadvantage would be the studded leather, which he would have. Let me bring that up. Do, 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 do. They do have scale mail. They have chain shirt. They would have. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm.
Where is she going?
Uh,
You're cute.
no. So like if you got like just a chest plate, like a plate chest plate, that would impose disadvantage, and it's because of like the weight and like clunkiness of it all. Um, I believe, and I'm trying to double check, and Andy may already know, but I think that anything above like the studded leather that's not like magical in origins would impose disadvantage. Uh, uh, yeah. So a plus one. Mhm.
Oh my god, what's that?
Mhm. Yeah. So chain shirt would not impose. That would be do, 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 do. Scale mill, half plates, studded leather.
Mm.
Because you're wanting something that's not going to impose a disadvantage, right? Okay. Then I think chain shirt would probably be your best bet. It's 50 gold pieces. You can try and talk him down a little if you'd like to. Okay, go ahead and roll me a persuasion. Go ahead and give me a persuasion. Very solid. All right, he'll take 10 gold off and give you the chain shirt for 40.
She got paid like crazy.
Okay, and that should boost. This is Eldris Tantor. And that boosts your AC to 16. Yeah.
I needed the
Yeah.
anyway, so.
So we're gonna take this down. 33. Beautiful. It's the same guy. Same guy. But Septis is not an attractive young woman who is soft-spoken and more mild. He's trying to like sweeten you up. There is some slight flirtation. It's not like old creepy man flirting, but it's I think that it's like vague enough that Awen may not like catch on to it, but the guys would know. Guys all know. For sure. What a nice guy. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Do you have a preference on metal and how many?
I know. He's struggling.
Do, 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 do. Let's see. So, let's see. Oh, I've messed up. Oh, nice. So for 30 of those, he would say it'll be 5 gold. And he'll tell you that it'll take about a day or so.
Man, he's struggling.
Okay. All right. He. You want studded leather? Doopa doopa doo. Let's see. Are you gonna try and like trade in your current armor? Okay, let's see.
Oh no.
What do you do to make him happy? Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion for me.
She killed me. She mad as fuck.
14. Okay. He'll tell you that with trading in your armor and being a funny little man that's singing and performing, he'll instead of being 45, he'll give it to you for 35.
That's funny.
he would. Give me just a second. Do, 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 do.
That was a gross match.
Okay. Oh yeah. Uh, the other one is really banged up, kind of bloodied. It's not going to be worth a whole lot. I can use it for screaming it in front of him. I'll take 2 more gold off. Thank you. All right, guy.
Would you say cut, bruh? Or cut?
And so when you mend the leather, it does patch up all of the stab wounds or the stab marks, but the blood remains, and that's why he only takes off 2, just above the table between us squirrel friends. We're gonna see if he catches you looking at the plate, and you're looking at like the whole plate set. Oh, he catches it. He's a business man. Would you be interested in purchasing this beauty? He says, and he like claps on it, and there's a boom. What is it that you're working with? I meant coin-wise, but what you have isn't terrible. No, I know, but he says that to you. And he kind of leaves in to check out your chain, and well, that looks to be in good condition. But should you come across anything, we can talk about cutting this down a bit. I love it. Okay. Oh. You're pulling on what? I just imagine this happening and Rick's like on the counter, like mid grab as he turns back around, realizing there's no one behind him, and he's like, come on now. I know. I respect it though. Sometimes you just gotta try. Sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Okay. Any more shopping you guys would want to do prior to heading out? No. Okay. Meh. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. We'll go ahead and take our break here. Do you guys want a 5 or a 10? Want to just do a 5? Okay, we'll plan for 5, allow for 10 if need be. All right. Bow, bow, bow. Rock our way. So you guys are heading out. To kind of streamline a little bit, we'll say that you guys end up here where the caravan was last known. Go ahead and give me survival checks to see if you can determine which direction they went. Um, I I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember because they had started heading out. I don't know if they had told you where they were going, right? But you would know which direction they were going. Okay. Um, the Cadell path. You would know that they were heading down that way. Yes. And Rick confirms that as he sees the multitude of tracks heading that way. So we're going to share this map again. Ignore the circle around Red Larch. I keep losing it on this map when I zoom out. So we're going to redraw. So from Red Larch, they've gone down this path and then down into this area. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys want to ask him about it, you guys absolutely can. Do you need me to resend it? Okay. Yeah, it's a Word doc. And if you want, go ahead and share that with Beak because she would have that knowledge as well.
That's funny.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, we can.
I was so nervous when I sent this to Cass. I was like, because I mean, obviously, like as a DM, like you have like a basic understanding and grasp of what it is that like players send you for their characters, but until you like see them in play and stuff, you never like fully grasp it. And even then, there's like things that you could miss. And so when I sent this to them, I was like, God, I hope this works. And then we had I think it was kind of like a bonding moment over it.
Great, but not bad.
So
Okay.
it was a feels good moment for sure. It's a lot of information, so sorry about it.
She really is, dude.
So the caravan stuff starts on. God, I didn't realize how long it is. Um,
Oh fuck.
I just realized that. So page. That's
Oh.
not page
Damn it.
4. Is it 8? Yeah. So page 5 at the bottom is where the other member starts, and then the stuff on the carts and stuff like that is under. Maybe. The Jarretts? Okay. We'll say he had like, I'm gonna put a 5-pound bag of grains in your bag. Bag o' grains. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because I'm an idiot and forgot that Jacobs would have the information because I was thinking, and for whatever reason, that they had sent you and then left. Not that I forgot that they had left and then sent you. So that's going to drastically cut down on time to find them, especially with you pushing Michael. I almost. Yes. Um, and you guys are gonna travel either until you find them or until nightfall. Okay. Give me just a moment to bring this up. Okay. It'll be late morning because if you guys woke up and got everything taken care of, it would have taken the better part of 2 hours for the rites and burial. And then you guys spent maybe an hour shopping, and we'll call it another hour with getting the bodies and all of that stuff. So that's 5 hours. So yeah, late morning, early afternoon. Yeah. And how big what? Each hexagon, I think it's 10 miles. Let me double check. It'll say somewhere on here. Where did it say? Yeah, one hex is 10 miles. Mhm.
My God, I just kind of
I fucking love it.